from one more chapter, and I wanted to talk a bit about finding books at the Dollar Tree. Now, I have had tremendous luck at the Dollar Tree finding books, coming across great reads. I find a lot of really good horror fiction there. So what I'm going to talk about today are some of the ones. I actually have a stack here to my left that I haven't read. I've got 4, actually 5 horror fictions, counting this one, and then just one random fashion book that I found in there. This one I will do a review of. It is Level 26 Dark Origins by Anthony E. Zucker with Dwayne Swierczynski. I am sorry, sir, if I'm mispronouncing your name. It's the first digi-novel of its kind. Anthony Zucker created CSI. I really liked this book. I mean, I loved it. It was $1 and well worth the $1. Absolutely worth the $1. So I'm not going to talk too much more about it. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, actually, at all. I'm going to move it to the side. But it was $1. I found it in the Dollar Tree, and this book was supposed to be $26.95. I highly recommend this if you like horror fiction. I will be doing a review at another time. Richard Lehman's Night in the Lonesome October is another great dollar find I've come across. No one writes like Lehman, says Dean Koontz, so you know this one must be good. I am more interested in some of Richard Lehman's other books, though, that I discovered after discovering this book. So I haven't actually read this. I just skimmed it while I was in the Dollar Tree. That made me want to pick it up, besides Dean Koontz's recommendation about Lehman as an author. Honestly, as I was adding all of my books to Shelfari, I came across like 3 other titles of his that I really want to read that I think I would like more than this one. I am going to start this one. We'll see how it goes, but another great find for $1. This is The Good Ghoul's Guide to Getting Even by Julie Kenner, and she has written a bunch of books. This has got a Buffy and the Vampire Slayer vibe to it. Buffy the Vampire Slayer vibe to it. She's dating this guy, and they go on a date, and he bites her, and she becomes a vampire. So that's all I read, actually, about it. And that was enough for me to pick it up for $1. I would totally read this. Now this, I found the same day I found The Good Ghoul's Guide. It is Mr. Shivers by Robert Jackson Bennett. Nobody Can Cheat Death. This book is supposed to be $20. It was $1. And it's set during the Great Depression. This gentleman's daughter is murdered in one of the vagrant camps, where they're staying, they're riding the rope, they're riding the rails, standing in soup lines, and then, they're at some camp and his daughter gets murdered. And basically, there's this guy that roams the camps, and nobody knows his name, but everybody knows what they call him. They call him Mr. Shivers. So he thinks that he is the one who murdered his daughter, and he wants to find him and get his revenge. So for $1, of course, I'm going to pick that up. Now this, Most Evil, Avenger Zodiac and the Further Serial Murders of Dr. George Hill Hodel. This is written by his son. Now, he realized that his father was the Black Dahlia killer. He also thinks that his father was the Zodiac killer. I mean, jeez. So, yeah. How messed up is that? I am really looking forward to reading this. And you can get this on Amazon. It's still available for like $20. But I came across it for $1. And this is actually the only horror fiction book that is not, this Most Evil actually isn't fiction. But this is Fierce Style by Christian Serrano. He won Project Runway. Oh, I don't know which one he won. But he won one of them. Anyway, this is, a mass media paper, hardback book. It's got a slipcover, but it also has like a decorated cover. This is supposed to be $23.99. And it was in there for $1. I was really shocked. And it's not that old. So I was really surprised to see it in the dollar store for $1. But there it was. A great color book. It's actually a really nice book. Especially since it was $1. So like I said, always check out the Dollar Tree. You never know what you're going to find. Don't think it's just junk. And really get in there. Like, get in there and, like, move some of the books out of the way. Kind of look towards the back. So don't just go by some of the stuff that's in the front. Because sometimes a lot of the stuff in the front is, like, really junk. But then you want to dig through. And, you know, you might find something really, really cool. Let me know if you found anything great in the Dollar Tree. And I'll talk to you later.